It's Sunday, November 3rd, 2019. Welcome to an all-new LCJ Live. I'm Lights Camera Jackson. Took a week off last week, but we are back and ready to get you in and through award season here. I'm going to talk about all the big movies that opened up this weekend at the box office, what's coming out this week, and much, much more. A lot of streaming stuff happening as well. As always, send in your questions, your comments. Did you see Terminator Dark Fate? Linda Hamilton and Arnold are back. $29 million to be your number one movie in America this week. That's a little low. I think Paramount, folks at the studio, everybody was a little underwhelmed by this $29 million. They're thrilled that it's the number one movie, but a little surprised that it is this low. So again, $29 million for Terminator Dark Fate. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's exciting in places. There's a lot of action sequences, and there's some nice moments with Linda Hamilton between her and Arnold. Also, some of the new characters I like. I just thought it was a little simple. It's a little simple. It's a little straightforward. Terminator Dark Fate. But it is your number one movie by a lot, because Joker came in second with $13.9 million. Maleficent in third with $12.2 million. In fourth with $12 million. A strong showing, though, for Harriet, the new Harriet Tubman movie. Starring Cynthia Revo, who is getting major awards buzz, and it is well-deserved. She could receive an Academy Award nomination. Check this out. She's already got a Grammy, a Daytime Emmy, and a Tony for her work on Broadway's Color Purple, so she only needs an Oscar already in her career to reach that EGOT status. I don't know if it's a winning performance, but I think it's a nomination performance, and I sort of said the same thing last year coming out of Can You Ever Forgive Me with Melissa McCarthy. I had a feeling it's a nomination performance. It's not going to win, but it's going to get her to the Academy Awards. So I'm kind of have that same feeling right now for Cynthia Revo in Harriet. It's a very good historical biopic. One of the most interesting and engaging ones, I think, since the quintessential one in this genre of the modern era, which is Steven Spielberg's Lincoln. What's up, Jills? Mark, thanks for being here on LCJ Live. We're back. We're here. If you want to know what this little van is, this is the Racing Sports Network van from Cars 3. I love this. I love having this here. Addams Family in fifth. Addams Family is still making a lot of money. It's made another $8.5 million this weekend because, okay, Arctic Dogs, the new animated movie that opened up this weekend, bombed. It made just $3.1 million. Families did not want to go see Arctic Dogs. They would rather see Addams Family post-Halloween than go see Arctic Dogs. How interesting is that? Now, I think also one of the reasons why Arctic Dogs, which I believe opened in 10th, did not do so well this weekend is because Jeremy Renner was not able to promote this movie. Because remember those Jeremy Renner headlines from a couple weeks ago that were like, he tried to kill himself. I mean, crazy stuff. So, not good for Arctic Dogs, just $3.1 million. Another new movie that opened up this weekend that barely made any money is Motherless Brooklyn. This is the new Edward Norton crime drama based on a 1999 novel. It is not a good film. Tough film to sit through. It's 2 hours and 24 minutes. It is slow, and it is incredibly talky and disingenuous, especially the first hour or so of the movie. Everything feels fake and false to it. And Norton also, his character has Tourette's, and he often uses that for laughs. Man. A lot of this movie just does not make sense. Motherless Brooklyn. Not a good film. Just made just $3.7 million this weekend at the box office. I saw a bunch of movies. I've seen a bunch of movies and TV shows over the last couple of weeks. We've got Disney Plus coming November 12th. Apple Plus kicked off on Friday with The Morning Show. You guys watching The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Steve Carell. I reviewed the first 3 episodes of The Morning Show because that's what was provided to critics and reviewers out there. It's over the top. It rips everything directly from the Matt Lauer headlines of what went down there at the Today Show. And the performances, Jen Aniston is the strongest person in episode 1, but 2 and 3 belong to Steve Carell. His character takes an arc that may keep viewers interested, maybe the only thing that'll keep viewers interested throughout the entire 10-episode first season of The Morning Show, which is now available on Apple TV+. No other reviews have been coming out for their other shows, Dickinson and C, and Things Not So Hot. And they did not provide the Snoopy animated show to critics in advance, which I was disappointed by. But The Morning Show, give it a shot, but chances are, if you're not really into the world of television or morning television, you're not going to feel any kind of attachment to this show whatsoever. But we'll see how it does. Apple is spending $15 million an episode on the morning show. That is a heck of a lot of money. That is unbelievable, and that is what Apple is doing. A lot of it going towards paying its stars and executive producers, Jen Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. There's a lot of stuff happening with Disney+. Now, I am under strict review embargo until midnight tonight, Eastern Time, to talk about any of these shows when it comes to opinion, or any of the movies when it comes to opinion. But here's what I will say. I screened Lady and the Tramp a few nights ago. That debuts on the 12th. Watched yesterday a couple of the shorts they provided for Forky Asks a Question, which is the Toy Story shorts, new shorts. There's about 10 of them, I think, they provided to, with Tony Hale back as Forky, and some of the other supporting characters of Toy Story are in there. And I also watched the first 2 episodes of the new High School Musical, the series. Now, the plot of the show is the high school where High School Musical was filmed in Utah had never put on a production of High School Musical before, so this drama teacher comes in and wants to do that. There's some inter-romances between some of the characters and things that go on. It premieres this Friday, November 8th on ABC in primetime. They're going to run the first episode, as well as Disney Channel in Freeform, before it goes to Disney Plus on the 12th. And interesting decision to make to do that. It's already got a second season as well. You may be surprised by my take on High School Musical, the series. That's a lot to say. But they provided the first 2 episodes to critics in advance, so I'll have those reviews of Lady and the Tramp, some comments on Forky, and review of High School Musical up midnight and into tomorrow all over my social media and on the website lights-camera-jackson.com. All right, let's talk about some of the other movies that I have seen over the last couple of weeks, the ones making headlines, the ones making money at the box office. Let's see, since we were last here on LCJ Live, I believe, if I can think correctly, I saw Parasite, which was, it's fantastic. One of the best movies of the year, absolutely. Waves, this opens up on the 15th in limited release. Sterling K. Brown is very good. It's a supporting role, but there's not a lot of originality when it comes to Waves, which is too bad. You've got The Current War, which I think is great. I hope people check this out. It's Benedict Cumberbatch as Thomas Edison. He is very good in this. Willem Dafoe is tremendous, along with Robert Pattinson in The Lighthouse, which is also in theaters currently. Dolomite Is My Name stars Eddie Murphy as Rudy Ray Moore. It is pure fun, and a dynamite Eddie Murphy who could get his second career Academy Award nomination for his performance. That is on Netflix. So the new Terrence Malick movie, it's close to 3 hours, but it's good. It's called A Hidden Life. It's an emotional, true story of a conscientious objector in the World War II era in Austria. It takes a little bit to get there. It really does. But it's the most straightforward movie, I think, that Terrence Malick has ever made in his career. Saw Jojo Rabbit. Here's what I like about Jojo Rabbit. Everything like past the first 20 minutes or so. It's a really wacky, over-the-top first 20 minutes. But Taika Waititi takes an emotional swerve with the story and with the characters and the situations. And listen, there's a film called Marriage Story coming out with Scarlett Johansson that I think is completely overrated. It is not very good at all. Her performance in Jojo Rabbit, this is the Scarlett Johansson performance of the year. I think it's even her best performance outside of Black Widow since Lost in Translation. She is fantastic in Jojo Rabbit. And the kids are great too. The kids, especially the young boy in the movie, leads the charge, and he is fantastic. Could be a Critics' Choice Young Acting nominee. Lady and the Tramp, which I can't really give opinion about until tomorrow. Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep opens this week along with a few other movies. We'll get to some of those in a second here on LCJ Live. Dr. Sleep, if you are a fan of The Shining and you are hesitant about going in to see Dr. Sleep, don't be. Because what Mike Flanagan, the writer, director, and editor, is able to do, adapt from the Stephen King work, take the elements from the original Shining movie, it is great. Go see it. Ewan McGregor owns his role. So does Rebecca Ferguson. There's a young girl in that too who's really good. Go see Dr. Sleep. Terminator, like we said, pretty good. Motherless Brooklyn, not so good. Harriet is great. And last night I watched the new Netflix animated movie Klaus, or Klaus, actually, that's how it's pronounced, about the holiday season and things. I like some of the animation style's okay. I like some of the hand-drawn elements and the CGI elements. Does really the visual stand out of this movie. It's kind of watching things change back and forth between hand-drawn and CGI. So yeah, those are all of the movies that I've seen since we were last here on LCJ Live, and shows we talked about in the morning show as well. So there is a lot that's been happening in the world of movies. In theaters this week, besides Dr. Sleep, which I believe will easily win the weekend, because Terminator only made $29 million. You've got Last Christmas, which could do okay. It's a new rom-com with Emilia Clarke, Emma Thompson, and Henry Golding from Paul Feig. You've also got Midway, the new action drama, which could do really well. Some Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but also Monday being Veterans Day next week could be a big play for Midway. And then Playing with Fire, which is the new John Cena family comedy, which looks terrible to me. Brett Harriet, lots of good stuff coming up. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming up. Coming to Netflix on the 15th. Well, later on. It opens in theaters on the 15th as I Lost My Body, which is fantastic. Great animated movie. There's a lot of stuff on the way for sure. You know what else opens up this week is Marriage Story, which I did not like, and Honey Boy, which is Shia LaBeouf. He plays his dad, basically. He wrote the script coming out of rehab, and he takes his real life stuff and he puts it in. LaBeouf's good. Kid's good. No jupe. Is it a little too forceful in places? Yes. But if you're a Shia LaBeouf fan, you gotta see him. It's a new perspective on things. Honey Boy opens in select theaters this weekend. Also, of course, the big movie everybody's talking about is The Irishman. It's Martin Scorsese's new movie. I'm going to be seeing The Irishman this week, and I'm looking forward to it. 3.5 hours. Gonna do it. Not going to go to the bathroom in the middle of it. Going to get through all 3.5 hours. Going to be seeing that and a few other award season contenders this week. Look for my thoughts on those on the website and at social media as well. Twitter at LCJ Reviews and Instagram at LightsCamJackson. Looking forward to The Irishman. I've heard a lot of good things. Hopefully it's a Scorsese movie I truly like, because I like some of his older stuff like Raging Bull. But his last few movies, Wolf of Wall Street, Hugo, Silence, he hasn't really hit a home run with me lately when it comes to directing. He's a producer on Current War. He's been a producer on some other films, but as a director, Hugo didn't do it for me, neither did Wolf of Wall Street or Silence. Can The Irishman be a bounce back for Scorsese and maybe this big, grandiose film of his entire career? We will have to see, as I see that this week, along with some big award season contenders. We're just a month away. We're less than a month away, as a matter of fact, from really getting into award season. Because on the 21st of this month of November, the Independent Spirit Awards nominations come out. That is going to be on the 21st. December 2, the Annie Awards nominations come out, and there's still a couple of other big animated movies before that happens, including Frozen 2 and Spies in Disguise. It'll be interesting if Fox screens that early enough for Annie Awards consideration. Those are a couple big animated movies left. Of course, the Netflix ones, Klaus and I Lost My Body, will be debuting in that time frame as well. But the Annie Awards nominations are December 2. And then the following week, you guys, Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, and SAG are all in that week for the nominations. So it is a big time. I got about a little less than 5 weeks before I have to submit for the Critics' Choice Awards. And I still want to see as many movies as I possibly can. But that means the studio's got to start sending out screeners or screener links to their movies to all the Critics' Choice members. You know, what's going to happen with movies like Cats, Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, Bombshell, 1917 from Universal, Just Mercy from Warner Brothers. These are big movies that open up after the deadline. Richard Jewell, the Clint Eastwood movie. There's a lot of big movies. I think I'm forgetting one or two. Little Women, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is coming out soon, along with Ford v Ferrari, which I'm looking forward to, and Knives Out and Queen and Slim. There's a lot left. So I'm going to try to see as many as I can. Still some Netflix stuff as well. Who's the front runner for this year's Roger Ebert Actor of the Year Award? Says Goodbye, Mr. Burton. That is a great question. Some possibilities for this year's Roger Ebert Actor of the Year Award could be Kevin Costner for The Highwaymen and the Art of Racing in the Rain. Could be Janelle Monáe who's in Lady and the Tramp. She's in Ugly Dolls, and she's in Harriet. It could be Jessie Buckley for Wild Rose and for Judy. It could be Awkwafina for The Farewell, Angry Birds Movie 2, and Jumanji, maybe, coming down the line. Those are some possibilities, but it also depends on if an actor or an actress, and I made this rule, is in one of the 4 major acting categories, they cannot qualify for this. For example, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's probably going to get an LCJ Movie Awards nomination for either Ad Astra or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or both. Which means if that were the case, he cannot qualify for the Roger Ebert Actor of the Year award. So we'll have to see. Same with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, of course, what a year with Toy Story 4 and Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. But if he's good enough to get in that supporting actor category, then he won't be in the Actor of the Year category. So we'll have to see what happens. Of course, I announced earlier this week that Robert Downey Jr. will be receiving this year's Special Achievement Award at the 2020 LCJ Movie Awards. Disney and RDJ himself decided to not do a campaign this year for supporting actor, which I think was a mistake. So I decided, you know what? Let's give him the Special Achievement Award for all of his performances and the career that he's had as Iron Man Tony Stark especially. It is time to give him this year's Special Achievement Award. So he will be receiving that. Details on when the nominations will be announced and when the LCJ Movie Awards will be around the corner. I am expected to return as host. We will see what happens. But all right, so this week, look for reviews of and my thoughts on The Irishman. Got another big award season contender. I'm going to keep that kind of hidden until it happens. What else we got? We got Midway and we got Last Christmas. My Dr. Sleep thoughts, my rapid review is on the website right now, lights-camera-jackson.com if you want my thoughts on that. And new review of Lady and the Tramp coming at you tomorrow, along with my thoughts on the High School Musical series. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening in the world of entertainment. When we are back here next Sunday, we will talk about the box office, and we will preview some of the other big movies opening up soon, like Good Liar, Charlie's Angels, and Ford v. Ferrari. As always, follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, and go to that website, lights-camera-jackson.com. I'm LCJ. Hope you set your clocks correctly, and thanks for being here for today's new episode of LCJ Live. Bye, everybody.